This is our love-hate special, and what better way to start than by reading the dictionary definition of love. Love, it says, and I quote, "Oh my God, you're using a dictionary? Like, who still uses a dictionary? How old are you? Are you like 1,000? Daniel, please take this dictionary away. I don't like it. It's a mean dictionary. It's not very nice. It's just, sorry, use some manners. All right, let's just go with my definition of love, and it's this. Players who I think will significantly outperform their ADP. My biggest quarterback love entering the 2019 season? Baker Mayfield. Hey, is it because he can shotgun beers and has a sick mustache? No, actually. Believe it or not, I'm a wine guy, and I despise people with facial hair. Mayfield is a love for me because of his talent and the fact that he spent all offseason getting even more familiar with Freddie Kitchens' offense. Remember, once Kitchens took over the play calling in Week 9 of last season, Mayfield, a top 10 fantasy quarterback, he averaged over 19 fantasy points a game. Oh, and by the way, he led the NFL in deep completions per game under Kitchens. So when you think about Mayfield's accuracy, especially downfield, oh, and then, by the way, you add one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, especially down the field, in Odell Beckham Jr., I am all in on the Bake Show this year. I also love me some Kyler Murray. In that Ryan Gosling offense, Kyler Murray is going to have a ton of opportunities to put up numbers, both with his arm and his legs. During Cliff Kingsbury's tenure at Texas Tech, his offense is ranked second in both passing yards and passing touchdowns per game. With Murray and Mayfield, you're betting on upside that more established quarterbacks don't actually have. And I believe that's a bet you can make thanks to the depth of the position. If it goes wrong with either of those guys, they're going to be a good option on the waiver wire for you to go grab. But it won't go wrong. I expect both their seasons to be splendiferous.
Splendiferous. Definition, a word meaning very good and used at the end of a long, mostly not funny bit about dictionaries. Splendiferous.
So, I'm a huge star, right? As you may have heard, or as you've definitely heard if you've ever been in the same room as me, I had a part in Avengers Endgame. You know, only the biggest movie of all time. So yeah, once you're in a movie like that, you start to run in some pretty exclusive circles, which means I have to be careful about what I say about big stars, or the tabloids will go wild. And in football, you don't get stars any bigger than Tom Brady and Drew Brees. So I definitely can't say that Tom Brady and Drew Brees are on the hate list for me this year. What if I see them at the country club for super famous people? So embarrassing and awkward. I have to have someone else say that they're on the hate list. Secret Squirrel, Daniel, you're not famous. Where are you? There you are. Listen, no one knows who you are. No one cares about your opinion. So do me a favor. Look in the prompt right there and read what I've put there.
Okay, sure thing. Tom Brady's fantasy points per game drop over 18% without Gronk in the lineup. And Brady is Gronkless this year. The Pats also became a run-heavy team in 2018. They ranked 5th in rush percentage and 9th in red zone rush percentage, meaning Tom Brady likely is not going to throw a ton in 2019, especially with an unproven receiving core behind Julian Edelman.
Wow, Daniel, just wow. I mean, I'm offended, to be honest, that you would say those things about Tom Brady, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. It's gross, really. You're gross.
But I was just
awful. I know, Daniel. Stop talking. Stop talking. All right, now start talking again. You have some stuff about Drew Brees to read on in there.
Okay. Your hands taste like Metamucil.
Yeah. Well, listen, I love Drew Brees, but why don't you read what it says there?
Over the past 2 seasons, Brees has averaged just 33 pass attempts per game. That's a 20% drop from his rate over the previous 5 seasons, Matthew. Also, Brees is an entirely different QB away from the Superdome. Since 2015, Brees has averaged over 22 fantasy points per game at home, compared to just 16 points per game on the road. Big home road splits, including 2 road games in the fantasy finals, means he's not going to be a set-it-and-forget-it QB anymore.
Unbelievable, Daniel. Drew Brees is a future Hall of Famer. And you just dump all over him? You come here on television and just completely kill him? Do you have any idea how hard it is to be as famous as Drew Brees, Tom Brady, or myself? Do you have any concept the pressures that sort of fame entails? Of course you don't. You're a nobody. I mean, listen, you wear a T-shirt like you don't care about your appearance. Why does it matter? Because who are you? All right, I have one more line for you.
Sorry, Matthew. You are right. People say never meet your heroes, but I have met you, And you are not only very famous, but great and smart, and you have the perfect amount of hair.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for your sincerity. I forgive you for what you said about my friends Tom and Drew.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.